Yeah, hello. We meet again. So today's topic is, does education matters when choosing a life partner? Does education matters when choosing a life partner? So that is the topic of today. So as for me, I will talk about it in two ways. One, it is. The other side, it is not. Fine. You may decide to say, okay, I want to educated woman to marry that and that and that. Fine. By the time you get married to that educated woman, what about the characters? Maybe she doesn't know how to cook, she doesn't know how to talk to somebody, she just talk to you anyhow because she's plastic, those things, she go to school, even when you are correcting her, she'll be thinking, I want to talk about it briefly. I don't have time to really beat around the bush. You understand? Even when you are correcting that kind of lady, she'll feel superior, she'll feel one thing, you understand? Fine, education is good, but I'll talk about that. For both those who think those educations, those educations matters when choosing a life partner, as for me, it doesn't matter. If you want to choose your life partner, focus on your real destiny wife or your husband. You have to ask God, like I said before in one of my videos. It's only God that can give you understand? So don't look at those material things. Education is also another material things, okay? Because the reason why I said that is that, okay, if the woman is educated, you understand, well educated, well graduates, and yes, she's lack of a lot of things like respect, like cooking, those characteristics of women, of a woman. So what is education is going to help you with now? Yes, let me tell you another way again. Does education help in partner? Let me say yes. I'm going to differentiate, so don't get me wrong, okay? One, yes. The reason why I said yes is that if the woman go to school, like primary to secondary, she's okay. Yeah, at least she can read, she can write her name and all those things. It's good. You understand? It's good, yes. And anytime, maybe for example, you are not at home, my advice, if you are in love with a woman who is not who is illiterate, you can educate her, you can register her, you can help her out. So don't say because she's not educated, she's an illiterate, you cannot marry her. And meanwhile, she has the qualities of a wife materials. You can build her up. That's my advice. A lot of people have been bringing these questions to me. I don't know why. So can you marry those who did not go to school? Of course you can marry her. You can marry her or him. You can build him or her up. You can register her for school. You can be teaching. If you don't have time as a man to teach your wife, you can assign somebody to her that will be teaching her gradually at home. Yes, she can learn. The same thing goes to man. It's not because of she's not educated, then you want to leave her. Do you know if that woman is your destiny wife? Do you know that woman, she has every good qualities in her? It's just only she's lack of education. And don't forget that we human beings, we don't have it all. We may be good in this particular aspect. In other aspects, we may be very poor and bad about it. So not because of education and this woman, she's not educated, I cannot marry her. Come on. If you married her, you can build her up. You can register her in school. She can learn. She can be the best. You understand? Have you not seen some women who are like, they are in their husband's house with kids and yet they are still going to school? I know it's very stressful, but you understand? It's how you find yourself. So those men that normally complain that, oh, I cannot marry an illiterate, you can build her up. Stop saying that. If she's your real destiny wife, you can build her up. You understand? That's just the fact. The thing is so annoying because somebody did not go to school, then you cannot marry her. All those women you see are there. Somebody build them up. Somebody teach them. You understand? Okay, what about those women who doesn't even know how to cook? Is it not husband that teach them? Is it not some places that husband registered them to? Is it not their husband that advised them? There are some women that are very dirty. They don't know how to keep house clean. You have to. I don't like this kind of issue whereby somebody will be saying, this woman is not educated or this man is not educated, I cannot marry. No. You can teach her, you can register her. I know it's very bad because maybe you may not be at home. Maybe she wants to give the drugs to the baby, like she cannot read the description, what they write on paper, or maybe letter comes in, she cannot read it and all those things. Yeah, I know. But by the time you register her, if you got married, you know she's an illiterate, or before you get married to her, you know that she's an illiterate. You don't like illiterate, you cannot tolerate it. You can help her out. Don't just dump her because she did not go to school. You cannot marry her. You can marry her, you can register her in school. She will do best. You understand? It's just simple. Some men they'll say, no, it's liability. I don't have that time to register any woman. I don't have that time to spend. I don't have, no, I have to move everything about them. They like forward and forward and forward. You understand? So it's not good. The same thing, we are facing the same thing. Man have his own, while woman have his own. So if you find yourself in this kind of category, don't leave that woman. Stay with that woman. Register her. She will do the best. You understand? This is really what important. It's really important. Because it's also important for a man or a woman so that they can read and write. They can express themselves in public. It is really, really important. And also, she can work. Even the man too can also work. In case work comes in, like contract or anything, and you don't go to school, you are not qualified, how are you going to work? I know, I understand. But I'm just here to encourage every one of us. If you find that kind of wife material, she has good characters, and she's your destiny wife, don't because of education leave her, please. Not because of one disadvantage to leave that woman. No, everybody change. Change is just constant. Educate her. She'll be the best. I'm just here to advise, because these messages are becoming to me often and often. They say, can you marry a woman who is not educated? Can you marry a man who is not educated? You can marry. My advice is that when you marry, educate him or her. She will learn. She will do better than those. That is just a fact. You understand? There are some those like plastic